All right, happy New Year, everyone. Welcome to Core and Stretch. We're going to start down on the floor in a tabletop position. My name is Ellen. I'm subbing for Josh today. So we're going to get a 30-minute core and stretch workout. We're going to start in a tabletop position. And our first warm-up exercise is going to be pretty basic, bird dog, that we're going to do for 45 seconds. So you can go ahead and get started. Opposite arm and leg are going to reach on an inhale, and then exhale, you're going to come back down. I'm just going to move through this nice and easy. So I'm keeping the workout pretty simple today. We're going to do 3 warm-up exercises, twice through for about 45 seconds each. And that's exactly how our format for our workout is going to look as well. So inhale and exhale. You got a couple more seconds. And then we're going to work all of our back side muscles. 3, 2, and 1. So you're going to lower down into your chest and belly. We're going to do a hyperextension or a locust pose. Arms down by your side, legs about hip distance. We're going to go ahead and begin. You're going to lift on your inhale, everything off the floor. Exhale, you're going to lower. We're just going to repeat this movement, warming up all those posterior muscles. Taking it at your own pace. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Want to keep your gaze straight down at the mat. Eyes, nose, chin straight down. So you keep a nice long neck. Inhale and exhale. Legs nice and straight. Keep moving about 10 more seconds. So our core is not just that front side, but also our back, our low back. We're going to hit everything today. All right, you've got 3, 2, and 1. Gently press yourself up. We're going to roll down onto our back and do some bridges. I know Josh always warms up with these. It's because they're great exercise for that low back. All right, 45 seconds. Feet are hip distance. You're going to exhale, lift the hips up. Nice and easy. Inhale, you're going to lower down. And exhale, back up. So this is great if you've been sitting all morning. Stretches out those hip flexors. Also strengthens those low back muscles, glutes, and hamstrings. You want those feet right underneath your knees. Lift and lower. Welcome. If you're just joining us, we are warming up core and stretch. So we've got a few more seconds here, and then we'll repeat those 3 one more time through. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's flip back over and get to our first, back to our first exercise, tabletop position. It's going to be our bird dog, or opposite arm and leg reach. Find your tabletop, and let's start. So inhale, opposite arm and leg, extend, and then exhale, lower. And then just switch. So nice and easy here. Inhale and exhale. So while you're doing this, you want to imagine that you're balancing a glass of water on your back. So you want to keep that back nice, strong, and flat. You might wobble a little bit. Your goal is to turn on those core muscles, contract, and keep it nice and strong. And your gaze is just in front of those fingertips. I want you to really reach and lengthen through your fingertips and your toes here. 3, 2, and 1. Drop down to your chest and belly. We're going to do our extensions. Hyperextension or locust pose, whatever you want to call it. Arms down by your side, legs hip distance. Let's go. Inhale, lift everything off the floor, and exhale, lower. And just repeat this at your own pace. And we're not lifting our head, so you want to keep your eyes, your nose, and your chin facing straight down. Squeezing all your back muscles, lifting off the mat, maybe just a couple inches, and then dropping back down. Keep moving. So check everyone out. About 15 more seconds. I'll try and keep those legs nice and straight too. So no bend at that knee. Perfect. Oh, hey, Mike. Right. Looking good, everyone. Really squeeze and lift. Try to lift a little bit higher. You got 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're gonna flip it over gently and we're gonna come into those bridges. So feet hip distance, right under those knees, arms down by your side. Let's go ahead and start. Take an inhale. Exhale is when you lift the hips. And inhale, lower. And exhale, up. Again, nice and slow, just like we'll do today in class. Those core want to go nice, slow, and controlled. So we work every muscle. Don't want to rush. Lift and lower. Imagine you're peeling your spine off the mat here. When we're done with this, we're going to hold a 45-second plank. That will be the end of our warm-up, and you should feel nice and warm after that. Couple more seconds. 3, time for 1 more, 2, and 1. Go ahead and roll it over. So I'm going to give you an option here. You can do any plank of your choice. So it can be supported on your knees. It can be a full plank on your hands, maybe on your forearms or elbows. I'm going to do it elevated on the bench. So if you have sensitive shoulders or neck or wrist, elevated. 45 seconds, let's go. So we're gonna hold this pose, not our breath. I want you to keep breathing. So lots of options here. Doing this elevated just takes that tension and that weight off of my elbows, my shoulders, or off my wrists, elbows and neck. You're looking slightly ahead of your fingertips. Hold that there and just check it out. Think of tucking those hips under just a little bit to engage your lower abdominals. Keep breathing. Beautiful. So if I were to come over and sit on your back, you'd be able to hold me up, right? And 3, 2, and 1. Take it back for child's pose. Just kidding, I won't do that to you all. Child's pose. Sit back in a nice little stretch here. 1 more breath in child's pose. And then slowly walk those hands up. All right, so we're gonna get right into our workout and then we'll save the stretch for the end. You're gonna start down on your back. Get a nice good warm up. We're gonna start with a single leg reach. We're gonna go just like our warm up format, 45 seconds, 3 exercises, twice through. So you're down on your back. We're gonna start with our right leg straight, right arm extended. Left foot on the floor, left hand behind your head. This is your inhale. Exhale, you're gonna reach for that toe. So just the right arm and leg move. If you want it harder, you could add a dumbbell. All right, and then we'll switch. So 45 seconds. Right arm and leg, long lever. Ready, set, let's go. Inhale. Exhale is when you lift and reach up for your shin or your toes. Inhale all the way back down and exhale, lift. Now your left hand is just behind your head. It's a little support. I want you to keep your chin lifted. Imagine you've got a tennis ball underneath your chin. Okay? So imagine that tennis ball. Keep going, because I really want you to lift with your chest and not sort of crunch your chin in, right? So that chest is going straight up to the ceiling. Couple more seconds. Point those toes, nice and slow. Inhale and exhale. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to switch into the other side. So now left arm and leg are extended. Here we go. Let's start. Inhale and exhale. Again, think of your chest lifting straight up. And you've got the tennis ball under your chin. Tennis ball is not going to give you any give, right? You can't really squish it. So you got to keep that chin lifted. Keep that ball there. Inhale, all the way down, and exhale. So working those front side abdominals for this first exercise. Keep going. And then we're going to hit those lower abs. So you got about less than 10 seconds here. Inhale and exhale. Remember, nice and slow. So you feel every muscle working. Yes. Oh, hey, Mickey. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so now we're gonna give the upper body a little bit of a break. You're gonna take those hands underneath your hips. Relax your upper body, okay? Legs straight up, sort of Pilates movement, double leg lower. You're gonna lower until you feel that work in your core and you feel that shake. Okay, we're gonna hold that for 4 counts. You're gonna bend the knees into your chest, come back up and repeat. You're gonna lower as low as you can, we'll hold for 4 counts, knees in and back up, okay? You choose how low you want the legs to go. Lower it is, the harder it is. Hands under those hips. Legs straight up, here we go. Lower and hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees into chest, kick straight back up to the ceiling and do it again, lower. Hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1. You want to feel that shake. Knees in, kick back up, repeat. Hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1. So now you can count on your own, go at your own pace. Find your lowest point, count to 4, bring those knees back into your chest and kick up. I want you to relax your shoulders. Keep your back flat. Keep going. Next time around, I'll show you a little bit harder version. If you'd like to take that option, keep going. 45 seconds total. You've got 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. You can hug those knees into your chest. We're going to go through those one more time through. So back to our first one. Right arm and leg extended. Left foot on the floor, left hand behind your head. Single leg lower. Or single leg reach. Ready, set, let's go. It's inhale down, exhale. Arm and leg come up at the same time. Inhale and exhale. Chest is lifting. Your gaze is straight up at the ceiling the whole time. Right your toe. Try to lift your shoulder blades off the mat. Now here you can add a dumbbell to make this weighted and a little more challenging. Just be mindful of your neck. Slow, slow, slow. We want those abdominals to take over and work, not those neck muscles. Couple more seconds, and then we just switch to the other side. 3, 2, let's just go ahead and switch. Take a few seconds in between. Now it's the left arm, left leg. Ready, set, let's go. Inhale and exhale. Push. Think about pushing your low back into the floor when you lift. Push that back into the floor. That'll help engage those core muscles just a little bit extra. Your gaze is up at the ceiling, right? You're holding that tennis ball under your chin. Keep that space between your chin and your chest. Slow, slow, slow. I promise you'll feel it more in those abs if you go a little slower. We got about 10 seconds left to check in, and then that double leg lower. Beautiful. We've got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Get ready for double leg lower. Hands behind, or hands under your hips. Now a little bit harder, you can do hands behind the head and keep your chest lifted. More Pilates version. That's a lot harder, okay? So your choice, ready, set. Legs up, let's go. Lower until you feel the shake, hold it for 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees in the chest, straight back up, repeat. Lowest point, hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1. So if you're starting to not really feel this so much, maybe try that option of lifting your chest off the floor and your gaze is still at the ceiling. Woo, that's a lot harder, getting those upper abdominals involved. So try it, maybe once. Doesn't work, just come back to hands under those hips. All right, keep going. Make sure you're counting 4 seconds at your lowest point without arching your back. You can do it, a couple more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and hug your knees into your chest, rock side to side. Good job. We're gonna move on to our second circuit. Okay, so we're going to flip over and come back to that plank we did in the beginning. Okay? You're going to do this on your forearms or your hands, your choice. Remember I showed you that trick? Less challenging. I do it up on the bench. So it's gonna be good if you have sensitive shoulders or neck. What you're gonna do is step out, out, in, without too much movement going on. Okay, it's gonna really get those lower abdominals working. All right, here we go, 45 seconds. Let's start. Forearm plank. Four on your hands. Good choice, I did say that. Out, out, in, slow, slow, slow. Keep your legs straight. Squeeze your glutes. Woo. Keep going. So a lot going on here. You can try that bench or chair to make sure it's sturdy. Or if you're flat on the floor, that also works. It's a little harder. Come on. Out, out, in, very slow. It's like a very slow plank jack, right? Out, out, in. You have 4 seconds left. Keep breathing. 3, 2, 1. Good. Nancy, I think we have the same yoga mat. It looks like the same. All right, great job, everyone. You're going to come down into your back. Marching bridges. So a little less intense for the core, but great way to get our low back. Don't want to forget. So you're going to lift up into your bridge, and you're going to march. Lifting one leg off the floor at a time. All right? Here we go. Let's start. Hips up. You're going to lift the right leg and lower. So you're sort of bringing that knee into your chest. Very, very slow. Without your hips dropping. So we lift one leg off the floor, creating that instability. Your job is to keep your hips lifted the whole time. If you want this harder, arms up, palms facing one another. So now you can't hold on to the floor. That should feel a little harder for your core. If it's too much, lower your hips and march. Like you're marching in place. Keep going. Couple more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to sit up and come into torso twist. Here you could use that weight. Knees are bent. You're going to draw that navel in towards your spine. Lean back a little bit. Arms straight out. Let's go. Right elbow. Come back to center. Left elbow. Imagine you're standing in line. Someone's pushing on you. You're elbowing them behind you. Just a little nudge. Just a little nudge. Inhale and exhale. You always reset at the top and then twist to the other side. Not rushing. Less intensity, sit up a little higher. Need a little more, drop a little lower. Maybe legs off the floor. Woo, that's a lot harder. But turn off your hip flexors. We've got 4, chest up. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, let's do it again. Let's come back to our plank. 10 seconds to reset. Plank, out, out, in. Hands, forearms, flat, elevated, your choice. Ready, set, let's go. Out, out, in. Whatever version you're doing, what I'm looking for is a nice flat back and straight legs. Let me see it. Keep breathing. Ooh, getting warm here. Perfect. Yep, good Nancy, good Terry. Mickey, Mike, I know you guys are working, and Eric. Keep moving, everybody. We're gonna go through each one twice, so make this one your best. It's your last time. You have less than 10 seconds. Keep that gaze right in front of your fingers and think of stitching your rib cage together a little bit. 3, 2, and 1. Onto your back, marching bridges. Come on down. You have those arms up, palms facing one another. Wrists stacked on your shoulders if you want this a little harder. Ready, set, hips up, let's go, march. Slow. So as if you aren't even lifting your leg off the floor. So keep those hips level. They might want to drop. Strengthening the glutes and hamstrings here. Keep them level, keep them lifted. Even while you lift one foot off the floor. That's the challenge. Nice and slow. Keep going, adjust through your body. Couple more seconds. Keep those hips lifted. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and sit up. Get ready for a torso twist. You can add that dumbbell or 2 dumbbells here if you wanted. Sit up nice and tall. Draw that navel in. Lean back about halfway. Let's go. Right arm. Elbow back. Lift. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. If you want it harder, feet off the floor. Still want to keep your chest lifted here. Slide that elbow back. It's exhale, pull back, 15 more seconds. We got 1 more circuit to go. Keep going. 4, 3, reach back a little further, 2, and 1. Awesome. Okay, so next one, you could do this standing. I'm going to show you the option on the floor, okay? So you'll want to fold your mat, give your knees a little extra support. Excuse me. We did this last week too. Okay, so you're going to use that one weight and your left hand, right leg extended, right hand behind your head. Sort of a side bend. We're just doing it in a plank position, right? So inhale and exhale. It is a little easier standing. This is how it looks. You've probably done something similar, right? Just a little bit more challenging in that side plank position. That's going to work those hips as well and help strengthen them. So let's try it. Right leg out. And then we'll switch. Ready, set. Right side. Let's go. So inhale, almost like you're lowering that dumbbell to the floor, and then exhale. Full range. And again, very slowly. If it's just too much for your hips, you'd want to adjust and do this standing instead. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's the same exact movement, so it's just your choice in how you want to do it. Make sure your hips don't drop, right? Keep them forward, squeeze your glutes, and keep your chest up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's switch. Woo. Great work that side body. Ready, set, other side, let's go. So now I'm doing a quick transition. You can take your time. We got 1 more after this, and then we go through it 1 more final time. And then we end the stretch. So the key here is to keep your hips forward. If you're in the side plank, if you're standing, it's to hold your balance, right? So either way, woof, it's tricky and you're working. Inhale and exhale. Keep going. Think of drawing that navel in towards your spine. So not sucking it in, but just a little tiny tuck. Okay, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so since it's snowy, we're gonna do some snow angels. It's gonna be a snow angel sit-up. I've got 2 options for you. You're on your back, okay? Knees are bent. Snow angel sit-up, okay? Arms come overhead. Inhale like you're making that snow angel. Exhale up. Come back down, inhale, and exhale. Now if you have a bench or maybe a wall nearby, legs up, relaxes your hip flexors and actually makes it a little bit harder. Woo! Okay, so your choice. 45 seconds. If you don't have the bench, that's fine. Ready, set. 3, 2, let's go. So inhale, make that snow angel, arms overhead, and then exhale, you can use that momentum to lift yourself up. Repeat, inhale. Exhale. So if you don't have the bench, you can do the wall. Keep moving. Make sure your feet are clean, right? Inhale. Exhale. So by pushing into the wall, this is actually the hardest option. What it does is turn on your core muscles, right? Because you got to press into the wall. You're going to feel that one for sure. 15 more seconds. Nice and slow, whatever version you're doing. Hopefully this is something a little new, different for you. Beautiful. Yep, inhale, make those snow angels. 3, 2, and 1. We're back to our side crunches. So right leg out, grab that weight. You're either kneeling or standing, and let's go. Inhale and exhale. We're working for that nice stretch at the end. Inhale and exhale. Good, nice and slow. Think of bringing your rib cage down to your hip bone, sort of closing up that space. Couple more on this side. Woo. I'm gonna feel this tomorrow. So you have weak hips. This might be a little challenging, but it's good to strengthen those hips. Keep them forward, one more. Okay, other side. Woo. If it's painful and you can't do it, then standing is gonna be your best option. Ready, set, let's go. All our bodies are different. You're gonna do what works best for you. And you don't even need the weight for this. Body weight works. Inhale and exhale. Take it nice and slow, everybody. So if you're looking down, nice straight line with your leg. We don't want that booty back, right? You want to squeeze and keep those hips forward. Chest lifted, chin up. Couple more. Woof. 4, 3, one more, 2, and 1. Snow angel, sit up. Come on down, feet elevated, push against the wall. You're gonna start in 4, on your back. 3, 2, and this is how we end. Go ahead and start. We don't want to speed it up. This is our last exercise. Make it count. Legs straight. Woo, a little bit harder, right? Inhale, exhale. Try to come all the way up. So here, your feet, your legs, they really can't help you at all. You're forced to just use those abdominals. That's why it might feel a little bit harder, especially if you're pushing against the wall too. You're gonna feel those abdominals work. Couple more. Glue those inner thighs together. Woo, we've got 4, 3, 2, and last one. 1. All right, good job, everyone. Just a couple minutes of stretch here. Come on down. We're gonna hug our knees into our chest. Woo, good job. So just a quick 30-minute workout. And of course, if you wanted more, you could go through that again, right, when we're circuit. But now it's time to stretch. So we're gonna rock side to side, knees into chest. I want you to circle your ankles, wiggle your toes. Make circles to the right with your legs. You're drawing circles, massaging that low back, and now you're gonna switch the direction of those circles. All right, feet on the floor, let's come up, back up into that bridge. We're gonna hold this here for just a few seconds. Slowly, gently lift up and hold this for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently come down. Let's windshield wiper the legs. Dropping those legs, knees from side to side. Now you're gonna bring those knees back into your chest. You're gonna drop them over to the left side, gently. Arms out, look over your right shoulder for a gentle spinal twist. Nice and easy here. Very slowly come back up to the center. Inhale, you can use those arms to help. Exhale, other side. Look over that opposite shoulder. This should feel good. Hold that spinal twist. Good. Take one more breath here. Very slowly come back to the center. Give yourself one more big hug. All right, we're gonna roll over to the side. You're gonna press yourself up. And we're gonna sit back in the child's pose. Knees wide, just like we did in that warm up. So sit all the way back, extend those arms out, drop your head in between your arms. Take 2 deep breaths right here. And feel free to shift your weight from side to side. One more deep breath. Awesome. And then slowly come on up. All right, so we're gonna do a baby cobra for our back. So gently make your way down onto the mat. You want your legs about hip distance, and hands are gonna be right under your shoulders, elbows close into your body. Chin down, nose down. Inhale, gently lift. And then exhale, lower. You don't want to force into any position, just lift a couple of inches. See how that feels, and then exhale, lower. Let's do it one more time. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Awesome. Push yourself all the way up this time. And we're actually going to do puppy pose, a little different. You're going to keep your hips up. Lower onto your forearms. Relax the head. Hips stay up. It's called puppy pose. It's a little less intense version of down dog. And then slowly come up. Place those hands under your shoulders. And then if this is okay with your back, watch first. You're just going to drop your hips. It's sort of an up dog. That doesn't feel good on your back. Come back to your baby cobra. Hold there for 2 more breaths. Tuck those hips, slowly press up, come back to puppy. Lower onto your forearms, keep those hips up. Good shoulder stretch here. Slowly come back up. One more time with that up dog. Hands under your shoulders, gently drop the hips, or baby cobra, whatever feels better for you. This can be tricky on the back, so just be careful. Maybe you move a little bit, if that feels okay. And then tuck those hips under, lift back up. And then let's bring our knees together for child's pose number 2. Drop your hips. You should feel this one a little more in your lower back with your knees close together. Slowly walk those hands up. We're going to do a seated twist, so we're just about done. Giving you a little extra stretch today. One last thing here. Seated twist, legs out. Shake it out. You're going to take that left leg up and over, or right leg, and you're going to look over that right shoulder. You're going to sit up nice and tall. Think of lengthening the spine, and then adding that little twist. And then come back to the center, shake it out. Other side, same thing. Over that left shoulder, nice and tall. Back to the center. Shake it out. All right, let's come up to standing. Swing the legs around. You can stop in your downward facing dog for a moment if you like. Pedal over the heels. Always a good stretch, regardless of the workout. And then roll up to standing. Shoulder rolls at the top. We're going to be just about out of time, so let's take those arms up, big deep breath. Inhale, exhale, bend the knees and shake it out. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Happy Monday. Thanks for coming, and Happy New Year, everybody.